Cancer, welcome to your 2026 general forecast reading. This is for Cancer, all Cancer placements, dealing with a Cancer. If you are here, there is the message for you. So be open to receive. Tell me, beautiful Cancers. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold a minute. Where in the world are you? I hope you are ready for big, big, big news. You have got the Fool. All right, and this is a sense of being reborn. And you will see, Cancer, that the last couple of years, it's been tough. It's been rough, it's been tough. All right, you have now graduated the lesson. You will see in 2025 July, around July-ish, things started to shift for you quite profoundly, and you are really coming into this new energy now. I have done a reading for you for the rest of 2025. There's a link for it in the description, but I'm also tagging it to the end, so you don't have to go look for it. It's fine. All right. So it says, take a leap of faith, believe in yourself, adventure, opportunity, new beginning. So you see, here you're almost like you're coming out of winter and going into spring. All right. You're not, you don't have your little blooms and your leaves yet, but you are ready. All right, you've done the hard work, you've cracked from the inside, and now you are ready to shine to the outside. That's beautiful. So, my beautiful Cancerians, if you feel ready to live your absolute, absolute best life beyond your wildest dreams in the most incredible ways, and that it could be wonderful and it could be mind blowingly fantastic, if you are open to that, co creating with Spirit the most beautiful life experience ever, then place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath, and say yes to it. Okay. Let's do your tarot, and then we're going to end up with a message from Gaia. Have you told me where in the world you are? I want to know. I want to know, you know. And you can even, if you really want some guidance in how to deal with this new beginning and benefit ultimately, you can always book yourself a personal reading. You might want to do a full 2026 forecast, which is just beautiful. My contact details are in the description. You can reach out to me. We can set it up for you. All right. And be sure to subscribe so you can get your weekly readings and you know when they're coming out. Alrighty. I feel like, ooh. um, so your tarot for 2026, your general tarot energy is big changes. Two of Pentacles, Justice energy, Three of Cups. Things are shifting in a very positive direction for you. Very positive. Especially pertaining to money, a sense of security, a sense of stability. You know, many of you may have taken a very, very big decision recently, and that is really completely altering the trajectory of your life going forward, like so positively, so beautifully. I can see that you stopped running. A lot of you were running. All right, you were running because you wanted to feel safe, you didn't feel secure, and in this space, because you know this is such an overwhelming thing, Cancer, because in this space, because you are such a beautiful, attractive, dynamic energy, you know, that moon energy, people feel safe with you. There is, you know, you may have had the experience that you attract the right love, or what feels like the right love, and you know, the right home, and the right job, and all that sort of things, and the potential for money, but it just never works out. Okay, because Cancer in general is a very curious energy, and it's like the moon, it shifts and changes all the time. And you know, for many of you, it's almost like you had to contain who you are, and always had to kind of, you know, color inside of the lines type of thing. And you are getting to see now how you did a lot of that by pretty much trying to fit in. Okay, whereas now everything is shifting in your favor. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You're getting the help coming in, the support coming in. I remember in the 2025 reading that I did for you, and I remember because somebody actually contacted me yesterday and said to me, oh, that was so amazing, where it was just keep on walking because you are going into a much better space. And I really, really much better. And the last couple of years have really been preparing you for this very dynamic shift that's taking place, because in many ways you would have almost felt like this oddball out, and now it might actually be that where in many ways you may have felt that you were the thing that was wrong with the world, it now turns out that you were the thing that is now right with the world. All right, so there is a period of profound abundance coming here for you, wonderful support. And some of you had to make many hard decisions, you know, had to let certain maybe family members go, expectations, dreams, you know, relationships. You thought this is the one. I mean, it's a hard thing. I don't know for how many of you might relate to this, but for me personally, earlier this year, I had the experience where I met this person. It's like, oh my goodness, you are everything. You are, this is what I was born for. It's just beautiful. Then there is that twin flame experience where the person then went and ghosted me. Oh my goodness. If there's something that can mess with your brain, it's that. But then when I personally, and when you look at the lessons that you learned from it, the growth that you got from it, where you realize that, oh, I am still self-sacrificing, you know, that that I still am learning that dynamic between compromise and sacrifice. So what are the lessons that you learn from it? Because this is what becomes your strength going forward. And then those cards are just falling out there. So it seems like we're taking it back to basics because these cards just popped out here for clarification, but it went on those Three of Cups first. So we're going to start there, working our way backwards towards this energy of new beginnings. Because what I'm getting is that your personal needs, like the things that you need to be human on this planet, money, that sort of stuff, that is getting taken care of. So you get to really confidently do what you want to do. You get your biggest dream coming true. And if it resonates with you, hand on the heart, nice deep breath, say yes to it. So Ace of Swords, Ten of Wands, and the King of Cups. I see that you have to make a very big decision here. And that is for many of you, to let go of sort of like, maybe being single, being on your own. And that could be in the dynamic of a relationship as well. That you are no longer sacrificing yourself to get what you want. There's healthy, beautiful, balanced love here. In romance, in friendship, in life. It's like in the way that it could have felt that life is almost like against you sometimes. It now feels like life is definitely for you. Isn't that cool? Yes? Isn't it cool? If you told me where in the world you are and if you subscribe, I want to know. Alright, so with Justice energy, you've got Temperance, you've got Ace of Cups, and you've got Six of Pentacles. So Temperance, Sagittarius energy, maybe dealing with a Sagittarius. Open your heart to love, open your heart to receive. Your soul is ready to receive. There is a financial turnaround here, a very positive financial turnaround that is, definitely confirmed there. Here's the thing. When we close off our heart, you actually close off your supply. That is when we start to struggle. That is when we don't get the money. That is when we get the people that are coming in that are lessons. Because, let's call it the narcissist that comes into your life. They come in to make you aware so clearly of, what it is that you don't want. To give you the opportunity to choose yourself. This is a soul agreement that you made with this person in advance. That person who ghosted me so unceremoniously, there is a soul agreement that I made. Because, and you will know that you have learned the lesson from this person, that you graduated the lesson, when you've got so much gratitude for this person in your heart. You are so grateful that they came into your life. As long as we still feel animosity towards them, that's where you really want to be gentle with yourself. There is still something to learn. Okay? We get something from everything we hold on to. So what are you getting from it? And sometimes it's getting that you don't have to get your heart broken. So you're like, oh, it's okay, I can deal with it. Rather now than later, that sort of thing. Two of Pentacles. But remember, you didn't just come here to cope. You came here to thrive. Okay? So clarifying the Two of Pentacles, you've got the Death card energy, the Ten of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So it's a rebirth. And I want you to remember that it doesn't matter what challenges you face. Your heart is healed. You are strong. As long as you don't hold on. Pisces had this message quite strong as well. Even Scorpio, all the water signs. Because there's so many shifts and changes that are taking place in 2026, it could be quite an overwhelming experience. As long as you keep on bringing yourself back to you, taking a deep breath just when you wake up in the morning, 3 deep breaths in, just to center yourself, to remind yourself of something beautiful, like, get yourself a nice plant or something in your home, or listen to a nice power song, or, just something to keep on bringing you back to basics, making sure that your blood flows, taking a little walk, you'll be fine. Okay? It will be quite tempting, almost inevitable sometimes to get drawn in by everything that happens in the world. But as long as you keep on taking good care of yourself, you'll be fine. Remember that when you neglect yourself, life can't take care of you because you are life. So as long as you take care of yourself, life will take care of you. Okay? And that might mean that sometimes you have to make this silly choices, so-called silly choices, making sure you have enough water, you know, taking a little walk and maybe taking a drive is more convenient because you understand that it's good for your morale. Message from Gaia for you for 2026, Eight of Cups. Growing from strength to strength to strength to strength to strength. Right? Okay. So I'd love to guide you through that. I do a weekly reading for you, so be sure to catch it every week. Be sure to subscribe. And I will see you next week. May you have the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful year.